Hola, yo soy de una ciudad llamada Morse. Ahora mismo estoy entre dos túneles que están en la ciudad de Morse. Alright, yo, so I'm over here filming in my town, and I'm filming in a pretty strange place, but at the same time, a place that's pretty near and dear to my heart. The town's tunnels. Now, why am I literally in the middle of the road talking about Spanish by this tunnel? I mean, am I not afraid that a car is going to hit me? Good. That's not important right now. What is important is for me to make a point with these two tunnels. What point is that, you probably ask? Well, let's call this one tunnel over here Estar to be. Let's call this tunnel right here Estar to be. You're probably asking, what kind of point did you make there? None. Really. So, obviously you might not be familiar with this place, and it might not even really matter in, the long term. But as you might have seen, there were a couple cars that passed through here, and then sometimes other cars pass through here to get to the other side. So while these two things are tunnels, they have two unique functions. And that's what I want to get at with Ser and Estar, which happen to both mean to be, but different. Ser, for example, is used to describe the time. Es la una, son las 10. It's used to describe where you're from, in other words, origin. Yo soy de Mooresville, Carolina del Norte. It's used to describe what or who you are. Yo soy Blaine. Soy profesor de Español. It's used to describe when and where an event might be. El evento es en el Coliseo a las 7. It's used to describe what time something is. El programa de Game of Thrones es a las 10. It's used to describe people's personal and physical traits. Yo soy un hombre muy alto y muy simpático. También yo soy muy inteligente y por eso soy muy egoísta. Alright? So, those are just a few functions of Estar. Now, Estar, on the other hand, and I believe I call it this tunnel, doesn't matter anymore, because what does a tunnel have to do with Estar or Estar? Estar is used to talk about your location, where you are at this moment. Now, I might be from Mooresville, but later on I might go somewhere else. Estoy en Chicago. Estoy en la biblioteca. Estoy aquí en Mooresville mismo. I'm in Chicago. I'm in the library. I'm here right now in Mooresville. Now you might have noticed with that last sentence, hey, wait a minute, man, you just said you were from Mooresville, and you said that Saturday Star are two different things. Yes, they are. Just because I'm from somewhere doesn't mean I'm at that place at that particular time, or maybe it does. Remember, you can both be from a place and still be there, right? That part's a little bit confusing, but I just wanted to show you where Estar and Estar might intersect from time to time. So, just to talk about the difference between origin and location, remember that origin is where you're from. You can never change that. And that kind of goes in line with the whole function of Estar. Those are things you can't necessarily change very quickly. Whereas things with Estar, that function with Estar, they function to change, relatively quickly, right? Location, your well-being. Now remember, I described myself as tall and intelligent, and for that reason, describe myself as a super intelligent, smart guy. I might be a little egotistical, but my well-being can change. I might be tall, and I might be intelligent, but I might be at some point feeling good, estoy bien, feeling kind of sad, estoy triste, might be interested in the whole world, estoy interesado, might be bored in some class that I have to take. Estoy aburrido. So, Estar in this sense, we're not necessarily describing something that is consistent about you, being tall, being smart, being fast, being athletic, not being so bright. We're describing here with Estar how you're feeling at a certain moment, and those things can change really quickly. We're talking about emotions, your physical well-being, whether you're feeling fine or sick, after having too many Doritos, I don't know. So that's a large function they start. And again, the other really huge function is location. And with location, just like in English, we need these things called prepositions to kind of complement our Estar or be whatever it is, to describe where we are, right? Los dos túneles están atrás. These tunnels are behind me. Estoy adelante de los dos túneles. I'm in front of those two tunnels. So, I haven't really answered the question about a preposition. What is a preposition? Where is my preposition? I guess I should say. That is my in front of, my behind, my in, my outside of, my inside of. All of those things are examples of prepositions. And of course, in Spanish, there are plenty of equivalents to those. Cerca de, close to, lejos de, far from, entre, between, en, in or at, a, to, delante de, in front of, detrás de, behind, encima de, on top of, abajo de, under, a la izquierda de, to the left of, a la derecha de, to the right of. One more came to me, and it just took me a second to think about it. Con, with. Now, there are a few more prepositions out there, just kind of going off the top of my head, and usually when I'm teaching, I usually don't come out with everything that I absolutely know, and typically that happens when I'm, actually speaking with somebody without thinking about it, and that happens sometimes. So, there is one more thing about Estar, and I get to that in another video, so I may not cover it too much, and that's something called the present progressive. And Estar in that case would be used to talk about what you are in the process of doing, and we do that all the time in English. I am running, I am jumping, estoy corriendo, estoy saltando. I'll explain that in a separate video. Bueno, ahora mismo estoy sudando mucho porque hace mucho calor y me voy. Entonces, nos vemos más luego y por favor, regresa para ver mis videos con gusto. ¿Okay? Bueno, chicos, nos vemos y que vayan muy bien. Ciao. Well, you're probably thinking, you're just going to leave us with no explanation as to why you even mentioned these tunnels or anything? Yeah, I am, because, I just wanted to film in front of them. Ciao.